This is Pogo. Pogo is an artificial intelligence agent and he has a problem. Everybody wants to touch his meat. And as many of you might know, there's only one real way to protect your tiny meat from predators: fortified archer towers. Pogo will have to learn all by himself what is the best strategy of placing towers in such a way that his treasures remain intact. Here is how it all works. The map is divided in a 20 by 20 grid with one spawner and one meat cart. The spawner will spawn waves of enemies, which will try to find the shortest path towards the meat cart. In order to stop them, Pogo will have to build towers on the empty tiles, which will cost him 200 coins, or upgrade the existing towers to a higher level, which is slightly cheaper, 150 coins. Killing a monster will give Pogo some coins depending on the level of that enemy. However, since the monsters just want meat and Pogo is the one actually killing them, it begs the question, who's the real monster? The longer it goes, the more difficult the waves will get, so Pogo will have to find the perfect balance between positioning, amount, and the level of his towers. The last wave will be a boss which has way more health than the other monsters, but is also much slower, so Pogo will really have to focus on having a solid plan. In case you're new on this channel, you might be wondering how exactly will Pogo learn all of that, and the answer is simple: reinforcement learning. In simple words, Pogo will get rewarded for correct actions, such as building a tower, while being punished for the wrong actions, like losing his meat or simply for existing. Yeah, that last one, as cruel as it might sound, actually serves a real purpose beyond having Pogo feel miserable for our entertainment. Punishing the little dude for every second of his existence will motivate Pogo to complete the task as quick as possible, resulting in better strategies. Start safe by placing a tower in the middle and immediately upgrading it to tier 2, which should be enough for the first wave. Notice how now it requires 2 hits from a level 2 tower to kill a level 1 enemy. Pogo places a second tower right next to the first one and attempts to upgrade it despite not having enough money, which I expect shall change quite soon. With enough money, he swiftly upgrades the second tower, and after getting some more, he builds a third tower and once again upgrades it in preparation for wave number 3. Now we have level 2 enemies, which require a total of 6 hits from a tier 2 tower and 12 hits from a tier 1 tower wall, forcing the enemies to walk around it, taking massive damage in the process. Very nice! Here comes the boss. It gets close to the towers and oh no, it changes directions. Instead of going down as intended by Pogo, the boss has decided to go from the top and... oh, never mind, the boss is dead, lol. That's it for this video.